Some 90 years ago, Sir Apirana Ngate and Lord Bledisloe, the Governor-General at the time, were discussing ways of encouraging Māori to become better farmers and custodians of the land, and so they decided the best way was to run a competition. So tonight, we are going to commemorate those 90 years of ahu whenua in a very special way. And on that note, it's time now to hear from Nukuhia Hatfield, the chair of the Ahu Whenua Trophy Management Committee, the group that makes this night and indeed this competition happen.
The judges' task of determining a winner this year was made more complex due to the first round judging taking place pre-Cyclone Gabrielle and the finalist judging post-Cyclone Gabrielle, with all three finalists being impacted by this event in varying degrees. I thank the first round judges for finding our three finalists and our finalist judging panel, led by Chief Judge Martin King, for your professionalism and commitment in finding a winner from a worthy lineup of contenders for this year's title. Our three finalists for this year's Ahu Whenua Trophy for excellence in Māori horticulture are Māori Investments Limited, Whiretoa Orchard Te Teko. Huipere Trust, Waituhi, Gisborne. Ngāi Tūkairangi Trust, Matapihi and Hastings. You have all identified the optimum value and use of your whenua and have embarked on a journey into the horticulture sector, in which you are industry leaders and are exemplars of diversifying land into profitable, productive orchards, creating bright futures for your operations, staff and shareholders. This year's finalists have faced the most challenging weather event of any other I can remember, but you were all determined to carry on. You all hosted fantastic field days that allowed us the privilege to not only hear your journey and visions for the future, but also for a short time to walk it with you. You sharing the fruits of your labour literally has been impressive and delicious. As food producers, you can all be very proud of the quality and manner in which you are growing and delivering these products to us and consumers all over the world. The Young Māori Grower Award sponsors have again unselfishly given of their time and resources to ensure our three finalists are supported during their Ahu Whenua journey. This award was established to recognise the talent and contribution our rangatahi make to the industry. And this year's finalists are Grace Rehu, Alex Tekere, and Erica Henari. These three young energetic wahine shared their horticulture stories with us during the field days and have shown that it is an industry that has many opportunities. I congratulate you three for being named finalists and will follow your future advancement within the industry with much interest. Next year, we'll see us move our attention from the horticulture sector to the dairy industry, and our grand finale will be held in Hamilton on the 17th of May 2024. Events like this cannot take place without the hard work and dedication of people behind the scenes. I thank the Management Committee for their time and effort, but the praise must go to the Ahu Whenua project team led by Marama Steele. The time and effort that Marama, Jean and the team dedicate to this kaupapa is unwavering. Since 2020, there has been a cat amongst the kereru every year, but the team has got on with the task to hand and delivered, and I thank you all. Homai te paki paki. And finally, why has the Ahu Whenua Trophy competition been able to have such longevity and still be in existence 90 years later? Why is the ngata Bledisloe legacy growing in popularity and quality? I believe it is because the competition has always adhered to the foundation set out 90 years ago, based on friendship between Māori and Pākehā, mutual respect for each other, and the want for Māori to get the very best from their whenua. These values are as true today as they were 90 years ago. Tonight, we celebrate this auspicious occasion. We will unveil a beautiful taonga that commemorates ahu whenua and celebrates 90 years of Māori farming. I would like to now call Kingi Smiler, former chair of the Ahu Whenua Trophy Management Committee and competition kaumātua Paki Nikora, to the stage, and for Kingi to share some insight into the commissioning of this beautiful taonga.
On behalf of the Ahu Whenua Trophy Committee, we are proud to launch tonight a new revised edition of our 2013 Ahu Whenua book. This now commemorates 90 years of Māori farming since 1933. During the period up to 1860, Māori were by far the major growers and suppliers of both local and export produce in Aotearoa. Today, Māori land is about 1.5 million hectares, less than 6% of New Zealand. This is a result of the systemic and serial nature of Crown Māori land acquisition policies from 1860 to 1920. These chapters provide a clear context for the instigation by Tāpi Ranganata of his Māori land development schemes in 1929 and the launching of the Ahu Whenua competition in 1933. The Ahu Whenua competition, in no small measure, has contributed to the strengthening and immeasurable transformation of the Māori economy.
Mai e te wairua tapu, mai e te wairua o te whakaaro nui, mai e te kai whakamārie, mai e te wairua I putaake I te matua me te tama. Whakahutu nuku, whakahutu rani, ko tōu manawa, ko tōku manawa ka whakairihia. Tēnā kua te toko mauri ka tāpaua. Tēnā kua te toko mauri ka whakarahia. Tēnā kua whakarahia. Aua keke. Uhi, wero, taumai te mauri o haumi e, ui e, tāki e.
I think we all enjoy these evenings. They're magnificent evenings. I've enjoyed them so much as Minister of Māori Development, and I'm always pleased to hear the stories of Tā Apirana, who was way ahead of his time as a minister and as a leader in this country, and it's always lovely. I just did a bit of a kōrero with our Māori media to celebrate his foresight, his intuition in terms of coming together, working with Pākehā and developing our Māori farmers in particular. So that's what this is all about. 7 years ago, Māori Investments Limited purchased Whirito Organic, approximately 5.37 hectares growing organic gold kiwi fruit. 1 year later, Whirito Gold was purchased, adding 6.84 hectares to what is now Whirito Orchards. My congratulations to Whirito Orchards for being one of our three finalists tonight. I'd like to invite CEO Tiaki Hunia to the stage to receive his certificate.
Look, first I'd like to acknowledge it's been a pretty hard year for everyone in terms of the weather and the conditions. It's been mentioned, but we really would like to acknowledge Wipere and Ngai Tūkarangi for following through with the Ahu Whenua. We saw the extent of the damage that was incurred on their orchards, and to see them come through, it's nothing short of inspiring to see their resilience, their leadership and their fortitude to get here. So we entered the Ahu Whenua to celebrate the achievements of our staff, to acknowledge them, to thank them as they inspire us, they inspire our children, They inspire our whānau, they inspire our future generations.
It is now my honour to introduce the second of this year's finalists in the Ahu Whenua Trophy competition. As the MP for Rangitata, I am a proud South Islander. However, I spent many formative years in the North Island, including at school in Gisborne. So it is a particular privilege to introduce from Gisborne Wipere Trust. If the name sounds familiar, it may be because Wipere Trust is no stranger to winning awards. The Trust won last year's Ahu Whenua Trophy competition for excellence in Māori sheep and beef farming. Alongside its other farming operations, Wipere Trust has a thriving horticultural business producing kiwi fruit, apples, citrus, blueberries and persimmons for both domestic and export markets. Wipere Trust is a long-standing enterprise established over 120 years ago. Please welcome to the stage Trudy Meredith, Trustee for the Wipere Trust. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Our whānau have always excelled in growing food, as one of the previous speakers has already said. It's in our DNA, don't forget it. Mai rā noa, we can grow food. Hei mahara mo te kāinga o wai tuhi. Hei mahara mo te kāinga o wai tuhi.
So our third and final entry is indeed one of the heavyweights of the horticulture industry, as you've heard. The Ngai Tūkairangi Trust is a big kiwi fruit and apples operation with roots at Matapihi, not far from here. The orchard, led by Richard, Liam and Makita, should be commended along with the wider team, their trust board and management team. This is the second time their fruit business has earned high praise through the Ahu Whenua Trophy Awards. They were a finalist at the inaugural horticulture competition around back in 2020. Their land is on a peninsula and was originally used for dairy farming. 40 years ago, whānau who owned the dairy farms feared that the land would become incorporated into an urban development. They decided that they had a better chance of holding on to it by converting it. At the start of the major kiwi fruit boom in the 1990s, a trust was formed and the land was planted in kiwi fruit. The board is passionate and engaged with a strong focus on the future growth of business and people. Their foresight and courage to expand and diversify their horticulture business portfolio into high-value crops in several regions is absolutely commendable. And I'd like to invite Ratahi Cross to the stage to receive his certificate.
Our staff in Heretaunga have made that journey a great success for us for two big reasons. One is they came to work with us. Two, they stayed working for us after Cyclone Gabriel. And you know, Cyclone Gabriel is an event that unless you experienced it, you really don't know. It was a horrible, horrible time for them. They're living there. And so to my whānau from Kahungunu, kia ora, kia kaha.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've now come to the very exciting part of the evening, the presentation of the Ahu Whenua Young Māori Grower Award for our Young Māori Horticulturalist of the Year. The three finalists in this year's competition are representing Ngāti Kahungunu, Ngāti Tū, Ngāti Maru, Ngāti Maniapoto, Alex Tekere. No Ngāti Kahungunu me Ngāti Maniapoto, Erika Henare. Ara ko te tua wahine tua toru, no rangitāne taranaki, Grace Rehu.
Now I am honoured to announce that the winner of the Ahu Whenua Young Māori Grower 2023 is Grace Rehu.
First, Alex and Erica. Together we have made history. The 3 finalists of the Ahu Whenua Young Māori Grower o Wahine. This is only the start of our journeys. I stand here accepting this award on behalf of the 3 of us. I am not the sole winner of the award, but together we have won.
He tangata, he tangata.
So here we are at the culmination of over a year's work, and what a year it has been, but what a night it has been. And to conclude our evening, it is the moment you've all been waiting for. I now would like to invite the Honourable Willie Jackson to the microphone to address us and announce the winner of the Ahu Whenua Trophy 2023 for Horticulture.
To me, like the big winner tonight is the Wipere Trust.
The winner of the Ahu Whenua Trophy for 2023 is the Wipere Trust.
I'm honoured on behalf of my trustees, Alan, Kingy, Jason and Hector, to stand here for a second time. Who would have thought that we could manage this after floods, COVID and sickness? It shows that despite what is thrown at you, that if you have a plan, you have the leaders, activate action, we will succeed.
This celebration was a celebration, I think, of innovation and resilience. We've faced a number of crises over the last few years, and yet we have shown that we can rise to the challenge and we can celebrate, and we still have excellence regardless of that challenge. So I'm delighted, and congratulations to all the finalists, and congratulations to Wipere.
It is the first time I've been, and it's been an absolutely amazing evening. And I think one of the best things that I saw tonight was the Ahu Whenua young Māori growers were all women, and I think that is so exciting.
Fantastic, wonderful. Good to celebrate in a year that's been really tough for all growers. It's fantastic to get together and be able to celebrate in the first instance, but also to be able to celebrate excellence in Māori horticulture. And wonderful event, not only for the 3 finalists, but the 3 young growers. Fantastic, quite emotional for me, seeing them up there and how they work to get to where they are. So I've just loved the evening.
Well, FUI is really delighted to be a platinum sponsor because it's our chance to back Māori agribusiness to win. And it's so important. So many Māori people are involved in agriculture and horticulture or in the seafood industry in New Zealand. And we really want to get behind them and make sure that they know that we're giving them all the support they need to be as successful as they can be. It's such a big part of our economy and our success as a nation.
And I didn't realise just how many people in Tairāwhiti were tooting for us, all growers of all nationalities. And I think Tairāwhiti needed this as something to lift them from where they were and something good to just, hey, we've done this. You know, it's not just us, it's Tairāwhiti.